Hello class, my name is Pacific and welcome to presentation 3. I remember working at the dealership as an entry-level technician and my day-to-day duties involved oil changes. And today I'm going to use my hand gestures to demonstrate how a typical oil change went. First, one of our team member will drive in a vehicle and I will guide them using my hands, tell them to turn right or tell them to turn left. And once the vehicle is in good position, I'll tell them to stop and use my thumbs up to let the driver know that the vehicle is good. And after that, I will check the turn signals and right turn signal, left turn signal, and I will go at the back of the car and do the same thing. While after that, I will check the wiper blades. Usually you lift them up and you check for wear, and if the wiper blades are good, the next thing that I do is I open the hood and use the hood supporter to hold it, and then check the components under the hood. Usually there's a battery which needs to be checked for the battery capacity. There's an air filter which I'll lift the handles and then take it out and look for a light. If I'm able to see the light through the air filter, that means that the air filter is good, and if I'm not able to see the light, that means the air filter needs replacement. And one of the other things that I will check will be washer fluids, coolant, and brake fluid. So basically, for washer fluids, it needs to be filled at the top. The brake fluids usually needs to be filled like an inch lower from the top, and coolant is usually filled in the middle. So after the components are checked, the next thing that I'll do is I'll crown under the vehicle to set the hoist and make sure, I will do this to make sure that the hoist distance is the same in all corners, so that way the vehicle will not, that way the vehicle is balanced. And once the vehicle is up, to like 6 feet on the top of my head, I will grab the oil pan and look for the oil, the oil plug. So once I locate the oil plug, I'll use a wrench to take it off. And once it's loose, I will use the tip of my finger to take it completely off and let it fall under the oil pan so that the oil will not get over my hand. And while the oil is draining, I'll just take a flashlight and go through the vehicle to check for inspections for any possible leaks. So I'll check the brakes, and if everything is good, I'll grab the tire gauge and check the tire threads. And usually the threads look like that. And what I do, I will take the tire gauge and check the tire threads. And usually if the tire threads are above 30 seconds and above, that means that the tires are good. And one of the things that I will do is I will check the wheel and make sure also that the suspensions are in good position. And once the vehicle finishes draining, I will pull back the drain plug and use the socket to tie it. And then I will drag the oil pan under the oil filter. And usually the oil filters are not supposed to be tightened hard. So what I will do is I will try to grab a rag and use my hand to take it off. And if I'm not able to use my hand to take it off, I'll use the other tools that we had, the pliers, to take the the oil filter off. And once the oil filter comes off, I will take the new one and lubricate the seal with new oil. And once I lubricate the seal, I'll put the oil filter back on. And after that, I'll just lower the vehicle to the ground. And once the vehicle is on the ground, I'll take the hoist off. And once I take the hoist off, I'll go back under the hood and just grab the oil pan, grab the funnel, and I'll use the funnel to pour new oil into the engine. And once I finish putting in the oil, I'll tighten the cap. Usually the cap clicks, but the cap's supposed to be tightened, super tightened. And when the cap is tightened, I will turn the vehicle on to let the oil pressure run, and turn off the vehicle, turn off the engine. And after that, I'll check the dipstick. Usually you take it out, you clean it with a rag, and then you put it back on and you take it out and you check if the oil is within specification. So once the oil is in specifications, I'll put it back and close the hood and take the rag, clean any possible mess that we might have made, and set the oil change left to 100%. Usually those buttons are located on the steering wheel, and the only thing that you do is to navigate through those buttons and set it to 100%. So after that, the vehicle is ready to go and get the next one. So I'll stand outside and guide the driver as the driver drives the vehicle and get the next one in. Nice, thank you so much. I hope that using my hand gestures helped you understand how my duties went as an entry-level technician at a dealership. And thank you so much.